It's that time of year when ghosts, goblins, and ghouls come out to play, and what better way to celebrate Halloween than with a little good old-fashioned fun? At a walk in the park, our Halloween Bobbing for Apples event was an absolute hit, with dogs and handlers alike getting into the spooky spirit while enjoying a unique enrichment experience. Bobbing for Apples isn't just a fun Halloween party game. It's steeped in centuries of tradition. This classic activity dates back to the Roman Empire, where it was part of a harvest festival honoring Pomona, the goddess of fruit trees. Over time, bobbing for apples became a popular game at autumn celebrations, particularly in Ireland and England, and eventually made its way to the US as part of the Halloween festivities. The simplicity of the game is what has made it so timeless. You dip your head into water, grab an apple with your teeth, and hope you don't end up soaking wet. It's a playful, silly challenge that appeals to people of all ages. And as it turns out, dogs love it too. Bobbing for apples taps into natural instincts and provides a sensory and physical challenge that's perfect for mental stimulation. Now you might be wondering, how does bobbing for apples work as an enrichment activity for dogs? The answer is simple. It's a sensory feast. Dogs are naturally curious, with keen noses, sharp teeth, and a sense of adventure. Bobbing for apples encourages them to use their sense of smell, taste, and problem-solving abilities, all while engaging in a playful, rewarding task. For dogs, it's not just about the thrill of grabbing an apple from the water, though that's definitely a fun part of it. The act of dipping their heads into the water and navigating around obstacles helps build confidence, focus, and dexterity. It's a safe, non-competitive way for dogs to engage their natural instincts, while providing a great outlet for mental and physical stimulation. This type of challenge is essential for a dog's emotional and physical well-being, reducing boredom and promoting good behavior. Of course, at a walk in the park, we couldn't just have a regular Bobbing for Apples event. We had to spookify it and add a Halloween twist that would delight our four-legged participants. So, what did we do? We transformed the Bobbing for Apples station into a spooky Halloween-inspired play zone. Instead of regular water bowls, we used kiddie pools filled with water, and floating in the water were bones and skeletons. Not just any skeletons, but fun, jolly skeletons that added to the charm of the event. We also tossed in tennis balls that looked like eyeballs, giving the whole scene an eerie yet playful atmosphere. Little tombstones were scattered around the pool's edge, adding an extra touch of Halloween flair. As you can imagine, the dogs were more than ready to jump in and get their paws wet. But we didn't stop there. To make the event more accessible for our canine friends, we made the apples a little easier to catch by slicing them. Floating slices of apple were drifting in the water between all the bones, skeletons, eyeball tennis balls, and other floating toys, giving the dogs plenty of opportunities to grab a tasty bite. It was a sensory adventure that was both fun and rewarding, giving each dog the chance to take part in a classic Halloween tradition while enjoying the thrill of discovering tasty treats in a spooky, playful environment. The real magic of the Halloween Bobbing for Apples event was the sheer joy it brought to everyone involved, both dogs and handlers alike. There was no shortage of laughter as dogs eagerly splashed around in the water, trying to grab the floating apple slices. The skeletons and bones only added to the fun as dogs weaved through the spooky toys, determined to get their prize. Handlers couldn't help but laugh at the dogs' antics. Some were cautious at first, dipping their noses into the water with hesitation, while others jumped right in, wagging their tails and splashing around in excitement. It was a great way for handlers to bond with their dogs, guiding them through the challenge, cheering them on, and sharing in the fun as their dogs discovered the joy of bobbing for apples in a safe, positive environment. But the real reward? Watching the dogs proudly catch their apple slice, tails wagging in victory as they basked in the fun of the challenge. It was a Halloween celebration like no other, one that brought out the playful, adventurous spirit in each dog, while promoting mental stimulation, teamwork, and plenty of smiles. So why has Bobbing for Apples remained so popular for so many years? It's simple, it's fun, and when you add in a spooky Halloween twist with bones, skeletons, eyeball tennis balls, and apple slices floating around, it becomes even more magical. At A Walk in the Park, we transformed this classic Halloween tradition into an enriching and exciting event that gave dogs a chance to use their natural skills in a playful, novel way. Whether it was the dogs carefully dipping their heads into the water or joyfully splashing around to grab their apple slice, the event was a huge success, full of laughter, fun, and bonding moments. It was an event that not only celebrated Halloween, but also offered a memorable enrichment experience that dogs and handlers will cherish long after the pumpkins are packed away. If you missed out this year, don't worry. A Walk in the Park is always ready to bring the fun back next Halloween.